샛별
Checking, checking. 1, 2, 3.
샛별
Hello, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me because apparently my setup is being weird. Checking. Checking, checking. I guess it's just one of those days for OBS. But anyway, it is past time to start, so let's go ahead and get started. If I can remember where I put the game. Ah, there it is. The little castanets they have for this. This does remind me of very much of an anime opening, like an old, like 90s anime. you know, watch this again, but I do rather like the opening. Ah, so good.
Little Goody Two Shoes.
Alright.
Look, Mama, they're so shiny. You stole those, Elise. Be honest. I didn't steal them, you.
Settle down now, you two. More importantly, are you all right, my dear?
About earlier,
There's no need to hold your tongue, Elise. The townsfolk made too much of it. That wasn't remotely acceptable.
Everyone knows old Yokin's lost his wits.
Don't you start, Apple.
Mama, can I get shoes like those too?
Of ugly ogre feet grew. I was like,
You have ugly ogre feet, Groom. Mama, Apple's being mean again.
you two see I'm trying to talk to Elise?
I'm alright, Mrs. Lisbeth. Thank you.
We can catch up later, Elise. I'd best go. I have to have a word with Yuyin. My goats aren't doing so good.
Ogre feet! Ogre feet! Apple!
Let's see. Investigate the notes that we found. Help Marlin with apples. Help Linda chop wood.
Hey, Macaroni, welcome.
I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised. Alright, what time is it? Is it considered... Right, I can help Marlin with the apples. But where's Marlin? Okay, there's one there at the village inn. Kinda wanna help Marlin with the apples, but... I guess they're in the same area? Okay, yeah, looks like it. Let's go get some money. Oh yeah, last time I was trying to figure out how to give the pretzel to what's her name?
My Elise, look at those shoes. Red truly does look best on you, Elise. Why, thank you. Oh, you have to wear them to the festival, Elise.
Now's the time to find yourself a proper suitor, Elise. Ah, that is precisely what we were chatting about with Freya.
Oh, yes.
Aren't I a little too young to be looking for a husband? Why, the sooner the better, I'd say.
Not exactly what I'd like to be doing with my time, if I'm honest. I used to feel the same way until I met Finn. You'll see. I say Freya's got a good chance of meeting her future husband soon. Oh, Mrs. Brunhilde, I wouldn't say I'm... You're quite the catch. Isn't she, Dorothea? Oh, Freya is the key catch. In truth, I feel the same as Elise. My interests lie elsewhere, you see. Oh, you don't mean... Sewing! And I have my hands full with the festival, too. This really isn't the time. Oh, that reminds me. Would you come meet me by the well today at dusk, Elise? Oh, yeah, I suppose. Girls these days, hmm? Two will come around, I'm certain. Meet Freya by the water well at dusk. Oh, well, let me chop wood for her. Don't be silly, Jakob. You're much too young to handle a hatchet. You get us some wood for the hearth, Elise. Your mother's right, Jakob. You're too little. I'm not. You're a stubborn lad, that's what you are. Why didn't they ask Freya to chop it for them instead? Chop, chop, chop. Let's go. So, chop and kick. Ouch! No! Dang, damn it. Dang it! Well, it was better that second time, though. Rank B. I'm gonna try that again. Dang it! Ah! Frick! Frick! Still gotta be. One more time.
Ooh! Hey, there we go. That's more like it. I will take the A. Lol. I knew I could rely on you, Yolise. That's a lot of logs. Here you go, my dear. Thank you, Mrs. Linda. Oh, we're starting to starve. Oh, there she is. I thought I'd never find you, Elise.
For goodness sake!
Oh, what now, Miffy? It's your...
Anyway...
I don't have food for you. Shoot!
But Elise... No.
It's your... My what? Your friend!
Huh?
The lass with the funny hat. She's right outside.
Huh? Hurry it up!
Take me to her, Molly, right now. My, you're covered in dirt, lass.
Oh, I'm...
She's so funny looking. Look at her silly hat. Angelica, don't be rude. You know this lass, Elizabeth?
Elisa,
she's from Priveldorf.
Oh,
Oh, I'm not from Priveldorf. I've never had... Why, I haven't the faintest idea, Arian.
oh, but
I'm looking for Elise. Have you seen her? Elise? Do you know her? Like, Elise? Do you know her? Oh, we happen to know Elise, but how do you know her, lass? Elise said she's adopted. Did you hear all about this, Melly? Oh, if you please tell me where. Look, Mama, she's a tiny scarecrow.
Oh, but
Forgive me, does anyone know where I can find Elise?
Rose and Marine!
She keeps calling her Rosemary.
Elise. For goodness sake!
What are you doing here, you? So you do know the lass, Elise? Yes, she's...
Keep it together, Elise.
Elise, think? A distant cousin from Priveldorf. Why, you don't have cousins, Elise? I do recall old Holly's mother had a sister, but I never met her.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, exactly. Rosemarine here is my aunt's granddaughter.
But
It's Rose and Marine. Oh, I'm so very pleased to meet you, Rose and Marine. Oh, thank you. Anyhow, it's getting quite late. We'd best move along before... Oh, but do tell me, my dear. How long have you known you had a cousin? Granny Honey told me about her. She said Rosemarine here might show up one day, you see. I never got to meet my aunt before she passed, but I'm glad I got to meet my cousin. Ah, I see, I see. And she turned up just in time for the festival, too. Mama, Mama! Can the funny lady come play with us?
of course.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't want to bother you, Rose and Marine. You're all very welcoming, but we ought to move along, and... One wonders, Elise, how did you meet your cousin, then? Sent someone to
She sent someone to Kieferberg. Rosemarine asked someone from Pearldor to ask her on Kieferberg, you see? Ah, I see. Can't say I remember anything of the sort. I'm surprised such a thing didn't make itself known about town.
Now that you mention it.
You see, we... Oh, perhaps we're being rude, Arian. I must say, I'm curious, too. Well, I'd love to sit and chat, but we don't have the time.
I'm sorry.
Of course, we had to sweep the living room.
You're a terrible liar, Rosemarine.
It's truly a pleasure to meet you all.
Let's go, Rosemarine. Dang, nabbit. Why is the suspicion still up? Ah! There we go.
For goodness sake!
Have you completely lost your wits, Rosemarine?
I'm sorry, Elise.
I knew you had a bird's nest for a brain, but this is too much. Well, you know what you did.
I'm sorry, Elise. I didn't mean to. I was chasing after Flock, you see.
For goodness sake!
Why not let him frolic about? That's what goats do.
Oh, but
I took the laundry I was tending to right out of my hands. I couldn't let him ruin your sheets.
Alright, well, truth is we made a complete mess of it. I don't even want to think about Father Hans's reaction.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Elise. I didn't mean to trouble you.
Forget it, Rosemarine. It's alright. I'm telling you, it's fine, Rosemarine.
Feel like all I've done so far is trouble you.
Which isn't a complete lie now, is it? And I do enjoy your company, so...
Please.
Anyhow, we ought to keep our stories straight.
Maybe if we tell them I came to lend you a hand with work?
This is it!
That's it, Rosemarine!
Alright.
Listen carefully. Your grandmother is Granny Holly's auntie, the one that never came to visit. That makes you my distant cousin of sorts, you see?
Yes.
You came about to meet me, but...
We could have simply bumped into each other.
And you asked me if I knew anyone named Holly.
I'm sorry,
I don't understand, Elise. How does that relate to what I said?
Why, you liked Kieferberg so much you wanted to stay and lend a hand.
Oh!
You're a kind, charitable, loving soul who wants to help with the festival. That'll keep them from asking too many questions, I'd wager.
I think that's a great idea, Elise.
Alright.
This being said, Rosemarine, you're going home right after nightfall, you hear? I don't want you hanging about these folks too much.
Yes.
All right, Elise.
I did it!
We're making it happen right now, then. Let's go.
Yes.
Oh, we have a party member. We must be careful, Rosemarine. These folks are all nosy and ill-tempered. We don't want to make this situation any worse, understood?
Yes, Elise. I'll be good, you'll see.
Head back to work. But first, I need to buy some more bread. Man, matches are expensive. Oh wait, no they're not. They're only one. Here, I'll make sure to get 5. Buy 3 pieces of bread. See you, Granny.
Okay. I'm still mad that I'm still, like, the suspicion still went up, and I'm... Y'all, I'm gonna be, like, lynched or something. Alright, let's see. I can help Yujin with the chickens or play Kiss the Rat with the kids. I remember who used to live here. It's a cozy nook. The old home waits to be consumed by the overgrowth. Oh, it's you! The cookie lass! You know, Grun, that's not something you usually... You're ugly, Elise. You're ugly. What, you? Is this your cat, Grun? She's Mrs. Linda's. Her name is Leela. Oh, that's such a sweet name. Say, Cookie Lass. It's Rosenmarine, Grun. Why is there a scarecrow on your shawl, Rosenmarine? Oh, this? My granny made it for me when I was just about your age. I keep it with me always because she isn't with me anymore, you see? Oh, I'm sorry. That's quite alright, Grun. Since when are you so good with children, Rosemarine? You're an ugly old crone, Elise. You should learn from your cousin. Why, you little... Grun? Maybe then your big nose will shrink and become nice and tiny like mine. Now, Grun. Elise's nose isn't that pointy. That's it. We're leaving. Rosemarine! You're welcome to come play with me whenever you would like. Oh, you're too kind, Grun. Goodbye. Hello. Taking bitter piggy on beggars now, are you, Elise? There's no need to be so crude, Elma. This penny beggar, Mrs. Elma, happens to be my cousin. Ah, would you look at that? A cousin. Don't recall Holly having siblings, Elise. Of course she didn't. Can't you see the poor lass has lost her wits? You're being rather unreasonable. Giving Kieferberg such a bad reputation. Why, you... Truly, Elma. I must say that's no way to welcome Elise's cousin. I'm sorry. I feel I've been a bother. Not at all, lass. I apologize for this altercation. Allow me to introduce you. This is my cousin, Rosemarine. Rosenmarine? All right, I'll acknowledge that was rather unfortunate of me. Welcome to Kieferberg, Rosenmarine. Thank you. And suspicion is down. Aw, yeah. Now we just gotta bring it down even further. Suspicion is on me. Is everything alright, Mr. Tristan? Old Willem's one stubborn fellow, let me tell you. He's not long from meeting his maker, yet still works himself like a donkey. Mr. Willem's rather cheery for his age, wouldn't you say? Well, there's a difference between one's cheer and one's strength, Elise. What are we to do if he takes a tumble? What is he attempting to do? More importantly, Elise, who's the lass? This is my cousin, Rosemarine. Rosenmarine. She came all the way from Primeldorf for the festival, you see. It's a pleasure to meet you. Here, I thought old Holly was your only family, Elise. No, not quite. Well, welcome to Kieferberg, lass. I hope you enjoy the festival. Oh, thank you. Kitty, kids or anybody else's. Like, where am I supposed to go? Oh, I gotta go near the inn. I should probably introduce her to the father. Oh, there's Leb. Ah, but who's this, Elise? That look on her face means trouble, I can tell.
Oh, good day.
This is my cousin Rosmarine Levkuhin. A cousin? My cousin, yes. She's a distant cousin from Primeldorf. Related to Granny Holly's auntie, see? Am I lying that bad? No, no, no. Stick to the story, Elise. Keep it together. It's all in your head.
I'm here for the festival. It's a pleasure to...
Oh, I was like, it's a pleasure to meet you, Rosmarine. I'm Levkuhin.
Oh, it's Rose and Marine, actually.
I've fallen into the habit of calling her Rosmarine. A habit. Oh, not a habit. I didn't mean to call it. Has Elise shown you the town yet, Rose and Marine?
Not yet. I only got here on Saturday. We've been at home mostly.
Saturday. I did mean to introduce you to. I have no doubt, Elise. She knows. It's no use, she sees right through me. I've spent most of my time here, Rose and Marine. You know where to find me.
Thank you, Miss Levkuhin.
Oh, Levkuhin is fine. Don't let Elise work you too hard, you hear? Very funny, Lab. Leb knows. You are in so much trouble. Oh wait, can I give Muffy the bread yet? Hopefully she's still nearby. I guess she's somewhere in town, maybe? Oh, there she is. You can bring her along with tasks and get better rewards. Oh, okay. It'll cost you 3 times the bread, though, but she'll make tasks easier and avoid raising suspicion. Old folks' homes are left behind to rot after they go on to meet their maker, huh? It's such a waste, isn't it? Must be for the maypole? Folks are starting to get ready for the festival, I suppose. Wish they didn't leave everything piled up right in the middle of town, though. Goodness gracious, Elise. There's no need to make such a fuss, Freya. Oh, it's such a pleasure to meet you. My name is Freya. I'm a friend of Elise's here in Kieferberg.
Oh, I'm, Rosemarine.
What a wonderful name, Rose and Marine.
It's nice meeting you, Freya.
She's my cousin, Freya, from Primeldorf.
From Primeldorf? Oh, you simply must come and dance with us. Of course, Freya. Everyone keeps talking about this festival. I'm very much looking forward to it.
There's so much to show you. I can't wait. Oh, I know. Why don't you two come to have dinner tonight? Tonight won't work, Freya. She's lending me a hand at home tidying up Granny Holly's old bits and pieces.
Oh, that's quite all right. It's such a shame, though. I very much appreciate the invitation, Freya. Of course. You're welcome anytime. Tell me if you need anything, both of you.
Don't work yourself into the ground now.
You too, Elise.
We'll be seeing her later anyway. Guess we'll play with the kids?
So you weren't lying, Melly. I told you. I know what I saw.
What did you tell these two, Melissa?
Maybe it's best we don't annoy her, Elise.
You shush it, Rosmarine. Oh, won't you and your cousin play Kiss the Rat with us, Elise? We can play with you, I suppose.
Oh, a game?
You stay close to me, Rosmarine.
I'll go call Groon.
I have no idea what to do. So there's blue pass and yellow pass. Game already. Okay. Oh, I got a 91 though. Oh, that's bad. This is a C rank. Oh. Ew. Let's try that again, shall we? Really? That was still better than last time, though. 189? Come on, come on, come on! B rank. It's not the best, but, I think I'll take it. Because I don't really like this game. I passed.
It's a tie, huh? I left already, but you can have this, Elise. It's from the two of us.
Is this how you two are spending your allowance?
Oh, I feel bad for taking it.
Well, I don't. I've had it with this game. suggest you head on home now, Rosemarine. Folks have had enough of you for one day.
Oh, it was so much fun, Elise.
If you say so.
I'll see you at home then.
Oh, that windstorm was a dreadful thing. I see we're still blabbering on about that windstorm. Tell me about it, Elise. You two ought to take this very seriously. Old Stefan warned us on his deathbed, no less. That's why we can't trust his word, old Jochen. Old Stefan passed too early, that's what. Let old Stefan rest. What was he said that was so important, anyhow? Nonsense, Elise, that's what. You foolish folks will never learn. It's only natural you don't know, Elise. You were young. Old Stefan warned us of the arrival of the witch, no less. That Kieferberg would undergo many trials, that we would all... Oh, for goodness sake. You're starting to sound like Elise Marlin. What's that supposed to mean, you? It's best we walk away, lass. These old folks will never learn. But suspicion is down, and I'll take it. Huzzah! Right, I need to find Muffy. Wherever she went. Some of these aren't looking good. Uh-oh. Dead plants are no good. Oh, there she is. Muffy, I have your bread.
Muffy!
It's you!
It's pretzel time, Elise.
For goodness sake!
Oh, spare me, Maggie.
I've waited all day, Elise. You promised me a pretzel.
I promised you no such thing.
Oh, but...
I'm telling Father Hans then. Just you wait.
Good luck with that, Mindy. I've already introduced her to everyone myself. Oh, my poor beggar cousin Rosemarine. They fell right for it. Every single one of them.
She's not your cousin? Golly, Elise, even I fell for it.
Dang it, Elise! No. You've got it all wrong. What I meant was... I'd best let all those folks know, huh? Oh, if only you'd give me a pretzel. Give her the dang pretzel. You keep your wretched mouth shut, Mindy, or else. Dare tell a soul about any of this and you're as good as dead.
Oh, boy,
That's what I thought. Oh, and it's fresh too. You're so generous, Elise.
all right.
Are we clear, Murphy? As long as you give me some grape juice tomorrow,
Muffy!
So I can drown you in it.
got it.
Just make sure and I keep some aside for tomorrow. Or am I gonna get grape juice? Maybe, I think there was a general store over on the other side here. I'd best grab it now while I still can. What? Oh, it's you. Elise, was it? Yep, you got grape juice. St. Walpurga's oil. Said to restore one's good judgment. Interesting. Ointment. Bandages. And I already have some matches. Are you sure that's all, sweetheart? I'm going. I'll be here if you need me, darling. She's nice. Okay, let's see. I need to meet with Freya. Where's the well? Over here, maybe? Crossroads, creek. That's the viewpoint. Village Square. There's the windmill, stables, inn, back alleys. Oh, okay, the water well's down there. I gotcha. A summer child would do you no good anyhow. And you, Elise?
What about me, Mrs. Brunhilde? Old Holly brought her to Kieferberg in the summer, I believe. She told me I was born a few weeks after the summer solstice.
How are you to know when you were born?
Granny Holly ought to have known, Mrs. Lorelei.
You were adopted to be fair, but... Oh, but weren't you brought here as a baby? She was, so I suppose old Holly couldn't have been wrong.
I can't say it's very polite of you to be discussing such things.
Oh, I'm sorry, Elise. I was asking them about the townsfolk. My baby coming up and everything. Ma, you always take everything so seriously, Elise. Puppy. Here we go.
There she is.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Oh, Elise, they're wonderful. They suit me rather well, don't they? I thought... Your legs are so long. It's like you were made for those shoes. Or the shoes were made for you, maybe? You're exaggerating, Freya. Nothing of the sort, Elise. You're so elegant. Huh? I always thought you were so graceful, even when we were younger.
Freya?
I'm more of a farmhand lass, you see? Made to chop wood and draw water from the well.
You know,
I wouldn't put it like that, Freya. You're different, Elise. You're so confident and poised. None of those folks would ever agree with you, Freya. You always know when to stand your ground and what to say. Which is what gets me in trouble to begin with. I can't help but admire the way you carry yourself, Elise.
Freya.
You're truly... How I wish I was as brave as you were. Huh? I could never talk back to Mrs. Wilmot, or to anyone else for that matter. You are a little too forgiving, that's true. That's why they keep praising me left and right, I suppose. What's keeping you from speaking your mind, Freya? Oh, I'm too much of a chicken for that, Elise.
Are you out of your mind? You'll never change.
This is ridiculous.
You've lost your wits, and it's only Monday. Huh? Who's to tell you what you can and cannot do? It's not as though I can simply start. Only it truly is that simple, Freya.
Please.
You're so capable and gifted. I know how much you love this town, but even you have to admit all it does is hold folks back. I know, Elise, yet I can't seem to get to the bottom of it. Kieferberg is my home, after all. It's not as though you can't build a home someplace else, Freya.
I know.
This is where my father is. Where you are. It's where my memories of my mother are, too.
Freya.
I've thought about Primmeldorf, or even going beyond that, but I must say I'm glad to be here in this moment. Right where I am.
Elise.
With you. In Kieferberg. Aren't you, Elise? You do make it more bearable, I suppose. Kieferberg wouldn't be the same to me without you, if I'm honest.
Freya.
You're truly capable and gifted. I heard you the first time, Elise.
Freya!
Why, you? Say I'll be home all afternoon tomorrow. I'll be there. For goodness sake. Have dinner with Rosemary. What's this? Oh, lass. To think I would be surrounded by demons on my deathbed. Your deathbed? That fateful evening, I was taken to his dwelling under the pretense of glory. What do you mean? His blessing. His blissful word. You oughtn't believe any of it. Acquired St. Walpurga's oil. Uh-oh. You'll get another earful staying in town until this late, Elise. Isn't it quite late for you too, Mrs. Matilda? Oh, dearie, mornings were never my favorite. Your grandmother shared the sentiment, didn't she? She did take her time going to bed, that's true. Old Holly truly was full of surprises and secrets. Secrets, Mrs. Matilda? Why, yes. Gretel and I were always wondering what was on her mind. She was quite withdrawn at times, you see. I suppose she was, yes. Gretel was the only one she could confide in. Nebkun's granny does talk to her about her a great deal, that's for certain. You can't take old Johan's foolery to heart, Elise. You lasses are different from when I was your age, and that's the way it ought to be. Maybe your elders weren't as narrow-minded, Mrs. Matilda. Oh, you wouldn't know, dearie. Where do I need to go? Lab at the bakery. Oh, that's later. Okay. Should probably save. Hello. On your way home, Elise. Quite late, I'm aware. Our fellas are out on patrol for a reason, lass. I'm still not certain it's for a good reason, if I'm honest. Me too, Mr. Gustav. I must say, I don't quite see the use for it. Gustav here just doesn't want to make the rounds, I think. I'd say getting a good night's sleep would do us all better, is all. Old Jokin's preaching does more harm than good. He could be right for all we know. I struggle to fear something I've yet seen, Willem. Surely there's no such thing as a witch. My only comfort is knowing it'll keep Freya well rested. You too, Elise. You and your cousin can sleep comfortably tonight. Hi, Lev. Don't you start, Lev Kuchen. I'm not explaining myself again. My lips are sealed.
You can stand there looking at me all you want.
She's a rather sweet lass, I must say.
Kuhen. I know you, Elise. She's my cousin. There's nothing more to it. Oh, could you say that again? She's, you know. No, I don't know, Elise. That's why I'm asking. Now that we've got that out of the way, won't you tell me who she is? She says she's a traveler. I found her hiding in my granary on Saturday. Traveler. I'm not convinced either, Leb, but I felt sorry for the poor lass. She says she'll be leaving right after the festival, so it's only temporary. What does she come here to do? She won't tell me much herself. I had no intention of bringing her to Kieferberg, but she graced us with her presence, I suppose. I had to think of something right there and then. Elise, I shouldn't be housing a stranger, let alone put myself in harm's way for her, but I understand, Elise. Oh, Leb. I also understand what you're telling me is a half-truth at best. Here's your bread. Let me know if you need more, won't you? I trust you all the same, Elise. You don't have to help me, Leb. You know that. Yet here I am. Look at me, Elise. I do trust you. I need you to know that. All right. Stay out of trouble now. I'll see you tomorrow. Hoping my light keeps until I get reach the house. Looks like I'll be lucky tonight. Hey, Leb. Or not Leb, sorry, Rosemarine.
Elise!
There you are, Elise. It's quite late, isn't it?
For goodness sake.
Spare me the earful, Rosemarine. What's there to sweep out here after nightfall anyhow?
I'm sorry.
I was keeping myself busy until you came home, is all. And Flock here was amusing himself chasing after the broom.
Look.
Weren't you, Flock?
Oh.
What's for supper, then?
Yes.
Oh, I made grape soup. Soup? I figured we could both use something hearty. We have eggs. What about the eggs?
Of
I
course.
cooked those too. I thought we could toast some of yesterday's bread to have with them. Oh, thank goodness.
I'm sorry,
Did I do something wrong? Eggy toast ought to be enough for today, I suppose. Let's head inside, Rosemarine. What? It's nothing.
Oh, but
Elise, wait.
What's grape soup?
It's tastier than it looks, isn't it? Could have been worse, that's for certain. Anything tastes good when you're hungry, I find.
Suppose that today went well, all things considered. I'd best keep an eye on her lest those folks...
I'm sorry,
Say, Elise, I've been meaning to ask you something. Those shoes you found this morning,
Now that you mention it,
What about them?
you still haven't told me much about them. I've seen them before in my dreams a long time ago.
In your dreams?
I'm sorry,
Elise, is there something you're not telling me?
I don't know where to start, Rosemarine. I've been avoiding thinking about it. But this morning in Kieferberg,
It's fate, Elise.
Our fates, Elise. They're starting to align.
Huh?
Oh, never mind.
Rose and Marine.
I saw an old hag, Rosemarine. She told me about this patron saint in the woods. That that he grants folks wishes if they bring him gifts.
So it's true after all.
You've heard about all this before?
Carry on, carry on.
She said I must bring him 3 gifts. The tender flesh, sweetest nectar, and good company.
Oh, Elise, that's wonderful. What else did she say? Did she mention your fate? For goodness sake!
You're scaring me with all this nonsense.
Oh, there's nothing to be afraid of, Elise.
You know,
How do you know all this?
It's an old folk tale my granny used to tell me.
A folk tale.
Carry on now. What else did she say?
She mentioned finding a dwelling in the woods. That ordinary. It's
Don't tell me! You can't tell other folks about your wish, Elise.
out with it!
Rosemarine, you have to tell me what's going on.
Oh, that's...
All I know is what my granny told me, but I can tell you all about it, Elise. I can help you.
Rose and Marine.
I need to think about this.
I'll be tidying up. You can ask me anything you'd like.
All right. I'm starting to get a little suspicious of Rosemarine here. She knows more than she says. Rosemarine,
You don't have to look so frightened, Elise.
this is all very overwhelming is all.
Oh, Elise, isn't fate such a wonderful thing?
Enough of that. What are these testaments and gifts?
Oh, of course. In order to meet him, you're going to have to gather the testaments to your resolve. These are tools and ingredients you'll have to use when crafting the gifts. It's common courtesy to bring your host nice gifts when visiting, isn't it?
Huh.
There's also the trials, but I can tell you all about this folk tale later.
All right then. For now, I want to know, what is the tender flesh? I don't like the sound of it, but
Oh, you're the one making it sound bad, Elise. Tender flesh represents your body, the vessel for your soul, so to speak.
a representation of my own flesh then.
All that matters is that it carries a part of your mortal body.
Huh?
It's nothing to be afraid of, Elise. It can be a nail clipping or a strand of hair. What's important is the connection between you and the symbolic vessel.
A symbolic vessel. Rosemarine, what is the sweetest nectar? Well, as though I don't have an idea, but I don't quite like it.
It represents your vitality, your essence.
You don't mean...
All that matters is that it carries a part of your mortal body.
a part of my mortal body, huh?
I know what you're thinking, Elise. That could be it if that's what you're inclined to bring him, but...
What is it?
These are meant as proof of your resolve. First and foremost, it's your determination that's most important.
Rosemarine, what is the good company? I don't know what to think of this one.
You should meet him when your soul is at its most vulnerable, Elise.
At its most vulnerable?
Granny used to say good company brings one's innermost self to light. One's true face, in other words.
Rosemarine, I'm not sure I understand.
Why, it's love, Elise.
Love.
Love reveals all, wouldn't you say?
I suppose. I need time to think. I still can't wrap my head around this nonsense.
That's all right. I'll be here if you have any more questions.
I think I need a moment. Bringing him gifts made out of testaments. And I'm supposed to find these somewhere. But where? Time to go to bed. Gifts, huh?
Let's go to bed. I'll make sense of all this tomorrow. Gotta survive the night.
For goodness sake!
I can't sleep. I can't stop thinking about all this nonsense. Everything that old hag told me about the testaments, the gifts, about him. What Rosemarine told me too. I find it hard to believe, but maybe it's true. If I do gather the testaments, if I find my way to him, maybe I can finally leave this wretched town and live the life I'm meant to live.
Now that you mention it...
Start anew someplace far, far away. This could very well be my chance for happiness.
Let's go!
I ought to at least try. I have to go to the woodland and find out right now. But first... eat the bread. There. Oh, that's different. Granny Holly used to love this thing, didn't she? I never truly understood why, exactly. Alright. Let's see. On your way to the woods. Ooh, pretty. Maybe this path over here? Nope. Oh. That's different. Okay, this must be where the woods are. Let's see if what that old hag said is true.
Keep it together, Elise.
I have to at least give it a try. Oh. So this is the woodland. I ought to find him. I ought to be brave.
I don't think this is a good idea. That doesn't look good.
What is this?
What is this wretched place? I'd best be careful. This could be dangerous.
That doesn't look good.
Now, how do I draw those moths here? All I've got on me is my lantern.
I think I have to... There.
It's got their attention, I suppose. I'd better be careful moving forward.
Wait, can I go back and take a look at the... Here we go.
What in the... Have you met the witch? She's so very eager to meet you again, would you believe? The witch, you say? Your paths were bound to cross before long, but... I have my doubts you'll last long in this black wilderness. Wait! What in the Lord's name?
Sanity meter went down. Lovely. Got some more matches. Good. I do have some of Walpurgis oil. I wonder if I should wait on that one though. I will use some of that ointment though. Uh-oh. Perhaps not this way. Supposed to get over there. Oh, okay, I see, I see. Go up here. Sparkly shiny over there. I got a mushroom. I have to go all the way back. sparkly shiny. Here we go.
Take heed. She's taking advantage of you.
Who is?
That creature. She goes hungry. It's you she wants. Your flesh. The witch. Don't allow her to interfere with your wish.
How would she interfere exactly?
Wait.
For interference, she says. Got the fancy kerchief. Oh, I didn't mean to go that far. That looks a little suspicious. Why did nobody tell me this soul leveling got a new manga? Oh, well.
What in the Lord's name?
There's so many. I have to find a way to distract them.
Save. What's this? Got another mushroom. Oh, I gotcha. Blue lighting it may not be enough. Got some more matches. I think I got a bunch of property damage under my belt.
These moths are too far away to notice this flame. I could alert them somehow or bring them with me.
I don't have to make a run for it. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Woo! Alright. Run, 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 run. And I didn't get hurt this time. Huzzah. And save that again.
Looks like a doe's remains. I've never seen such a thing before.
The pristine skeletal remains of a doe, every bone barren of any kind of life. You're giving me a lot of matches. I just saved, so...
There isn't much light here, so maybe if I draw them to this carcass.
But first, grab those.
They're drawn to flesh, it seems. I ought to lure them out of the way, but they'll keep following me if I don't turn off my lantern.
Pristine skeletal remains of a doe, its entrails left alone intact.
Spotting these scribbles scattered about. Are these people?
Engraved deep into the rocky surface are several familiar shapes reminiscent of human life. Getting an awful lot of mushrooms. Oh, grape juice. Yay! Engraved deep into the rocky surface are several familiar shapes. I already said that. Thank you. Already said that. Okay, it's a puzzle. It is a puzzle. Frick! Well, it counts. Engraved deep into the rock. Okay, we've already said that. Ah! Frick. Just more matches. Oh. You're devouring that thing, huh? Maybe they'll clear the path for me if I lure them all here, but they'll keep following me if I don't turn off my lantern. Frick. Ugh. Oh, yay, the mushrooms are health restoring. Run, run, run. Oh, I didn't get hurt this time. Okay. Else. I don't want to see what was in that other room. What's over here? Oh! It's another spirit.
Golden maidens aren't to be sneered at. You'll understand in time, I'm certain.
Why would you say that?
Why, you can't possibly think he'll give you his blessing. I was told otherwise. Oh, such naivete. How amusing you are. I can't wait to welcome you.
An infuriating character. Notice that the golden spirit is also wearing a pair of red shoes. I just noticed that. Acquired the leather purse. Oh, great. How charming. It's my head in a basket.
come to me at last. Don't be frightened, Elise. Come closer. Don't be scared.
What is this?
In the Lord's name, you've done well to find your way into these woods. It's imperative, Elise, that you listen to me closely. He's once more trying to take you away from me, but not for long. But take this basket now. You ought to gather the gifts in it, Elise. Gifts, you say?
Reminds you of Dio?
Find your way to him deeper into this grove of mine. Only then may your wish come to fruition, my beloved.
What is this?
What are you? I will guide you to him, Elise. You ought to trust my word.
Didn't they say not to trust the witch, though?
Your precious wish will be safe with me. How am I to find him? You, Elise, are my kin, my triumph, my beloved progeny. What he's done to me is no matter. All I want is you.
Got the straw basket.
I will allow him and his pets into my woodland once more. I will allow him to tempt you, to toy with you. What are you? All for the greater good, my beloved, so that we can be reunited, so that I can bear life in my womb once more.
I'm losing my wits!
I need to get out of here, so I can retrieve what's mine.
Freaking run. Oh, I'm so dead. Run! I can't even see where I'm going. Ah! I can't see where I'm going.
In the Lord's name! What was that thing?
Keep it together, Elise.
I need to go grab and go home to Rosemarine.
Unlock the gifts menu. Carry your life. Find the basket in the Witchwoods. Use the basket menu to check on your progress. Lock!
What are you doing here? Thought you'd be in the granary or out and about. Goodness. I don't feel so good. What is it, Flock? I don't like the way he's staring at me. What are you?
Elise. Rose and Marine?
What are you doing here?
Look.
I was out on a walk.
But
This late at night?
Flock knows more than he lets on.
What is it, Flock? Come on, let's go home, Rosemarine.
I don't want to stay here a minute longer.
Oh, but
Elise, wait!
Man, that really got me out of... It's always those dang goats. They're up to something, I tell you. It's morning already. I suppose I really did go to the woodland, didn't I? Don't know what to think of all of that, but both Rosemarine and the old hag, neither were lying, it seems. Had to put myself together. It's best I head out to work for now. I'll lose my wits if I keep... Rosemarine and Flock. What are they doing out there? Oh, it's back to the unicorn. So it changes every time. Did it always look like this? Oh, hey! Little Goody Two Shoes. Yes. Well, I survived the second night, so... You two are always making merry, huh?
good morning, Elise.
Good morning to you too, Flock.
I picked some mushrooms this morning, Elise. We can have them for breakfast.
Say, Rosemarine, you put Flock away in the granary last night, right?
Of
Of course. I think he's taken a liking to it, too. I always leave the door a little ajar just in case.
I
Is that so?
see. Elise.
Is everything all right, Elise? You seemed to be on edge last night, too.
It's nothing, Rosemarine. I had a strange dream, that's all.
I know you went into the woods, Elise.
I'm sorry,
You don't have to tell me about it, but... You know now, don't you, that I'm speaking the truth?
Elise.
Anyhow, come along. Let's head to work.
You're taking me to town?
We have to stick to our story, don't we? Come now, let's head to town.
Elise.
Wait for me! Elise, I was wondering, and please don't get angry with me.
Out with it.
I was looking around and found an old blanket for Flock.
What blanket?
The one you had tucked away in the pantry?
Oh, that's fine. I was gonna use it as a dust rag anyhow. Thought I'd be mad about that.
I didn't mean...
You live here now, Rosemarine. You're so fond of that goat, too. There's not much I can do about it, even if I wanted to.
Oh, Elise.
It's not that big a deal, for goodness sake. Oh, no, I do not. Back to the village. Granny. Oh, I've heard all about you from Lev Cohen. It's a pleasure to meet you, Rose and Marine.
Ah, thank you.
You two ought to come by later. I'll keep a couple of loaves for you. Oh, you don't have to, Granny Gretel. Why, yes, I do, Elise.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're the sweetest little thing, aren't you? We'll drop by later then. Don't work yourself into the ground, you hear? Granny Gretel. Wouldn't take most of my cash. Buy 2 for now. I do have the grape juice for Muffy. Where is everyone?
Oh, do folks usually gather here?
I wonder if something happened. Come now, Rosmarine. We have to find out what's going on.
Yes.
What's she have to say? Say, Rosmarine, don't you ever get tired of wearing those shoes?
My clogs?
Aren't they heavy?
Oh, not at all. You'd be surprised. Would you like to try them on?
Me?
Why not? They're really quite convenient. You can't feel the ground as you walk.
As if I'd be putting these away for some wooden clogs.
We can get you a red pair.
Why, you... Just in case something happens. What's up, kiddos? Oh, Elise.
Mr. Yugen's horse got stolen.
What? Is this true, Mrs. Mario? I'm not a...
I'm not a liar, Elise.
Yes, I'm afraid it's true. Everyone's acting strange, Elise. That's natural, my dear. This isn't something to take lightly. I even heard some folks say they were hag-ridden. Hag-ridden? You shouldn't spread such nonsense about the town groom.
And all Yugen said those horses were stolen by the witch. Oh, for goodness sake.
The poor lad couldn't be more heartbroken.
For good reason.
Go on now. I'm looking after the children for the time being.
Oh, Elise, Rose and Marine. Good morning, Freya, Lev Kuhen.
I've heard, you've heard, I'm assuming? About Mr. Yugen's horses?
Oh, it's been awful. Everyone's been on edge. Folks don't know what to do with themselves.
For good reason, I'd say, but...
Mr. Yugen was so invested in his business, too.
Old Yokin's foolery isn't helping anyone, I can already tell.
They were hag-ridden.
Something tells me you know what that means. Kuhen.
Oh, of course. It's when...
Oh, she wouldn't know, Lev Kuhen.
I'm saved.
I suppose not. What a way to start the day. I think I'll take a look about town. Better be careful, Elise. Folks are getting rather nervous about this. I get it, Lev Kuhen. I'll be careful not to rile them up. Oh, wouldn't I? Oh, I wouldn't know about that, Dorothea. Oh, there you are, you two. You can always ask Elise, Brunhilde. Ask me about what, Mrs. Dorothea?
Oh, but before we do, have you heard, Elise? About Mr. Eugen's horses, I know. Oh, the poor lad. I think my father's name is compromised too. Mr. Bernard's? Someone put one of the horses' saddle on one of my father's pigs, Elise. The stick choke is what it is. Sounds like from what I'm hearing. Oh, Elise, you're leaving Kieferberg, aren't you? Maybe one day, Mrs. Brunhilde. But are you? You've been discussing the idea, as a matter of fact. Oh, how could this happen to us? Taking Eugen's horses was too cruel. I wonder who could do such a thing. Poor lad was just getting his business started, too. Hard to believe he'd provoked any kind of ill will. I doubt that any of our townsfolk could have done such a thing. I agree, Heinrich. I've heard Lisbeth's goats aren't doing so well either. Alright, well, we'll go have a look. Keep calm when it comes to old Jochen, Elise. He's very much convinced this was the witch's doing. Just what we needed, isn't it? Come, Rosmarine. Let's go to the stables.
Good day.
Know where the stables are? Not down there. Oh, hello. I got a leather purse. Oh, okay. It's this way? There you are, you two. You're not looking so cheerful, Mrs. Lisbeth. Oh, it's difficult to stay cheerful with all these goings-on.
It's so unfortunate.
We have to wonder who'd do such a thing. It can't have been easy, that's for certain. Now Lisbeth's goats are feeling ill, too. Oh, Arian, I'm at such a loss. Feeling ill, Mrs. Lisbeth? Milk's giving off this foul smell since yesterday. Her eyes are looking glossy, too. I don't know what to think of it. The only one who could lend me a hand is Eugen, but you wouldn't want to trouble him, I see. It'll be fine, my dear. We'll have word with Father Hans, all right? Oh, there's a fairy ring right here. Nice. I'm telling you, folks, this can't be good. It clearly can't. Odili the lad's horse has vanished. You shouldn't believe such nonsense, Mrs. Odili. It's far from nonsense, lass. Those horses were hag-ridden. That hardly matters, Odili. I'd say Eugen having lost his horses is a bigger concern. Oh, you folks never take anything seriously. Come, Rosmarine. Let's see how Mr. Eugen's doing.
Yes.
I could find him. Ah, here we are. You have heard, I'm sure?
We have. Though we're trying to figure out what happened.
I'm ruined. That's what's happened. As I said before, Eugen, we'll do all we can to help. We'll gather the lads and send them out to patrol the outskirts. Are we absolutely certain they were stolen?
About that, Elise. Those horses were hag-ridden, I tell you. Not this nonsense again. I tell you, lad, there's a witch in Kieferberg. And who would you say that is?
If you're so confident, old Yogan, why not come out and say it?
Don't provoke the old lad, Elise. Now that you mention it, lass, what were you doing last night? Moreover, what was your little cousin there doing last night?
I'm sorry,
Huh?
I'll ask you not to try a folk's patience, old yokin. Anyone else's for that matter. Dig nabbit! Witch or no witch, folks. Someone had to do it. No two ways about it. Not as much as a trot or a neigh. Well, there was when I got here this morning where Bernhard's pig's in his saddle. Don't rope me into this, lad. I already told you I had nothing to do with it. Who am I to blame, then? The witch? Let's keep calm now, folks. Can't fault the poor lad for it, can we, folks? Finn, Guido, and I will take a look around the outskirts. I'll go with you, Gustav. We should ask you again if you'd like to join us, too.
You know,
Is there any way we can help, Mr. Gustav?
Atta girl!
Keep folks calm, Elise, and go about your day as you normally would. Leave it to us, lads. We'll get to the bottom of this. Folks are truly on edge today. I'll have to be careful with what I say about town. Yeah, that came a little too late. Loof. Going to join our search party, I take it?
Oh, I don't think I'd be of much help. I was wondering if there was anything I could help with.
I appreciate the thought, lass. We're at a bit of a loss, you see.
How so, Mr. Heinrich?
Can't put our finger on where to start. We wouldn't want to search Kieferberg. Last thing we want is to get under folks' skin.
I understand.
We should search as far and as wide as we can, no two ways about it. Even if only a couple of hoof prints, we ought to find something. May the Lord hear you, Heinrich.
You don't seem too hopeful, Mr. Eugen.
Proper stallions don't vanish overnight, lass. Whoever did it knew exactly what they were doing, I'd say. Wonder if I should go back and just and use the other answer. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Just gonna skip through all that. We're skipping. Skip. Actually pretty fun, right? Oh, I don't think I've talked to these two. Ought to let them know, oughtn't we, Marlin?
This is about the horses.
It goes further than that, Elise. Whoever took Yuget's horses broke into the pigsty. Took our pig, saddled him like a horse, and locked him in the stables. Can you believe such a thing, Elise? A vile prank, that's what this is. I need no folks to know that Bernhard had nothing to do with this. Well, if Kieferberg knows you would never do such a thing, Marlin.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about that.
We'll see where this takes us, I suppose. Thank you, lass. What in the Lord's name is going on? Skippity skip, skip, skip. Want anything to happen if I ended up just completely, you know, not talking to them whatsoever? Alright, even if they were Hagrid.
Now that you mention it,
It's still a sad day for Mr. Yugen, old Yogen. This isn't the time. I'll ask you not to try false patience, old Yogen. Or anyone else's, for that matter. Which or no which. Yeah, and this is pretty much the same thing. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. Help Elma with the apples. I could meet Rose and Marine at the crossroads. Oh, where's Muffy? There she is.
Muffy.
Pretending not to see me, were you?
Oh, shush it!
For goodness sake, Maggie, I don't have time for this. Give me the grape juice, Elise. I didn't have to breakfast today, so... That's it. I'm telling your auntie you're begging for food again. Oh, but I'm not begging, Elise. I saw you have a goat now.
Why am I not allowed to have a goat?
Golly, Elise, you're dirt poor. How would you get your hands on a goat?
Muffy.
Why, you.
I see we have an understanding, Elise.
Girl, you are pressing it.
Pass the grape juice or someone's getting an earful.
For goodness sake.
Here you go, you glutton. Dare tell anyone about that wretched goat, and I swear I'll...
Oh boy.
You're so generous, Elise. I can't believe this is working.
Muffy.
Why, you... I would have started blackmailing you a lot sooner if I...
Out with it.
Out of my sight, Mindy. Bring me some Levkuchen tomorrow, won't you?
Hurry it up.
Go away.
For goodness sake.
She's going to work me like a donkey at this rate.
To bring her cookies tomorrow. But if it keeps my suspicion down. Ah, there you are, Elise. Goodness gracious, Odilly. Mrs. Odilly insists the horse were Hagrid and Elise. You've been trying to bring her to reason, but... What reason, lass? Give it a rest, Odilly. Old Yokin's beyond reasoning with. Everyone can see that, but you. Honestly, Mrs. Odilly, you think this is what Mr. Yukin needs right now? Oh, the poor lad. This isn't about the lad, Elise. Only it is, Odilly. We ought to respect the lad's feelings here. It's his loss at the end of the day. There's nothing we can do, truth be told. We just have to hope the lad finds something. You'll regret being so careless. Okay, I think I'm starting to get an idea as to what I can and can't say. If I mention the witch at all, you know, it's like, you know, don't talk to us. It's rather strange, I must say.
Oh, Elise. Is everything all right? Oh, you haven't heard. There was a thick fog about town last night, you see. I didn't notice it either, I ought to say. Fog, you say? I wouldn't have given it much thought, but it's perfectly possible whoever took Eugen's horses made use of it, you see. You're starting to sound like Mrs. O'Dilly, Mrs. Matilda. Oh, don't you ever say such a thing again, Malie. It's best I go, Mrs. Matilda. You know where to find me should you need me. That said, you'd best keep your distance from O'Dilly, you hear? Oh, Yoken too. There's no need to tell us, Mrs. Matilda.
I'm glad that I'd saved beforehand. There we go, save my progress.
Kitty!
Make certain you find them, Gustav. Easier said than done, Father. I'm not too confident we'll find them, to tell you the truth. Eugen needs our support, folks, no matter the outcome. You won't find a thing, I tell you.
Why wouldn't he? It's horses we're talking about. They couldn't have flown away.
Nonsense, they were hag-ridden. Do try to keep calm, old Eugen. Lass is right, old lad. Horses can't fly. Even if we don't find them, there has to be something.
You said you weren't confident you'd find them, Mr. Gustav.
Thieves don't usually leave their plunder out in the open, do they? Must make every effort, Fexus Gustav. I understand, Father. At least nobody suspects me anymore.
Oh, I was starting to worry, Elise. Over what, Mrs. Alma? Freya isn't available right now, so you'll have to do. Will you fetch me some apples from the orchard, Elise?
When did I was like, I could have sworn I already ate like a bunch of bread beforehand.
I'm not certain Freya could do a better job than me, though.
Oh, have you never seen her working before?
Everybody's experience, I'm certain.
How many apples do these folks need anyhow? Alright, let's see what we need. It's raining apples.
It's raining apples!
Okay, so it's a simple move to collect.
3, 2, 1, go!
Ooh.
Whew!
3, 2, 1, go!
Ooh, that was close. Frick. How'd I do? 127? I got a B. I'll take it because I still pass. Here you go.
Is that all, Mrs. Elma?
What else do you want? A pat on the back? This old hag. Poor Elise is starving. Oh, what am I to do? Mrs. Lisbeth! You've heard, I suppose, about the goats, about what old Yokin said too.
I don't think I have, Mrs. Lisbeth.
I don't know what to do, my dear. My goats are so ill I don't know if they'll make it through the night. And Yokin came by and called Mama a witch. Oh, he's unbelievable. Lord Lebkuchen tried to defend me, but Lebkuchen? Father Hans sent her back to the church for defending Mama. I'm at a loss, my dear. I don't know what to do.
I want to have a word with Father Hans and old Yokin for you, Mrs. Lisbeth.
No, Elise, I already feel bad enough for poor Lebkuchen.
We're not witches!
I know, Apfel, I know.
Oh, go away, Elise.
What's gotten into her, Jakob?
I don't really know. I think it's because of the goats, but... It's not because of the goats.
What is it then?
I'm not telling.
I can't force you, but what's the use of worrying if you won't let us help, Grun?
Elise is right, Grun. Oh, it's Apfel and Mama.
What about them, Grun?
They've been mean to me all day.
Because of the goats? Mrs. Lisbeth's on edge, I suppose. Why don't you keep Grun distracted, Jakob?
I'm trying, Elise. I don't want to be distracted. Leave me alone.
Go ahead and talk to Leb. There she is. Spend time with Lebkuchen. All right, out with it.
You're really...
My, aren't you keen, Elise?
For goodness sake.
It's no use mocking me, Leb. What happened? Today has been a rather punishing that's all. It's no use giving me a half-hearted answer, either. Promise you won't make too much of it, Elise? I promise I won't make too much of it. I'm serious. So am I. I got into a bit of an altercation with old Yokin earlier. An altercation? You? Why, I'm allowed to lose my temper every once in a while, I'd say. All right. Well, what did the old fool do? Accused Mrs. Lisbeth of witchery right in front of the children. And I may or may not have called him an ill-bred old fool.
Lebkuchen?
Either way, Father Hans sent me back to the cleaning church and Father Hans sent me back to cleaning duty in church, and apparently I meant to apologize to old Yokin sometime too.
This is ridiculous!
Why, that old donkey! That's ridiculous!
Elise?
I promised you wouldn't make too much of it, Elise. But Father Hans ought to show a little more respect, Leb. Don't, Elise.
For goodness sake.
This will only continue if you... I'm serious. It's my duty. That's all there is to it.
Lebkuchen.
Thank you for listening, Elise. Let's move on now. This isn't fair. It really isn't.
Oh? Seems like they're back for looking for the horses, but... Horseshoes scattered about, you say? Found them just past the logging grounds, but... Why in the Lord's name would anyone remove horseshoes? I wouldn't want to lend weight to old Johan's nonsense, but... Wake up, lads! They were hag-ridden, I tell you. This isn't the time, old Johan. Must keep calm. Thank you for your time today, lads. I'll be moving along now. I've had enough wandering about. Never seen him so disheartened, I must say. To think you guys didn't even find a trace. You looked everywhere, Mrs. Marlin. The peaks, the lake. Heinrich and Tristan even followed the path to Brimeldorf. Got to give it another try first thing.
I found it! I found it! I found the horse! It's right outside!
What are you saying, Maggie?
It's the truth. It's lying on the ground.
Is it alive? Take us to it, lassie. Oh no. My word. Oh, the poor thing.
What in the Lord's name?
Good grief, it's nearly dead.
What do you make of it, Eugen? He's exhausted. I'd say he ran here by the looks of it. Well, that can't be. We've only just made it back. We would have found him or heard him or... Say I'm at a loss, lads. We were hag-ridden, no two ways about it. Look at it, gasping for breath. Ew. Look at its eyes. Keep calm, old Jochen. You can nurse him back to health, Eugen. I'm taking him back to the stables right now. I'll lend a hand, Eugen. Fools ought not to touch that horse. Lord knows what the witch has done to it. Come now, lads, let's go fetch him some water. He must have broken free from wherever he was being kept, I suppose. Broke off the reins and ran back to Kieferberg, I can think of. Nonsense, Bernard. I'll have it said right here, right now, folks. It's best you show some restraint, old Jochen. This isn't... Old Stefan warned us about this. Oh, not this old Stefan nonsense again, you old fool. We need to keep calm, folks. Arguing about this won't... Have you no memory of his words, Hans? Gustav spoke of the ill fortune we'd have, of the witch, of folks' livelihoods slipping through their fingers. Old Stefan was a tormented lad on his deathbed, old Luther. There's worse to come, folks. Mark my words. What are we to do with him, Father? Just wait for him to tire himself out. That's all we can do. Come, folks, let's head back to town. Things are starting to get a little out of hand, aren't they? Interesting. Be led by the bakery. But it is currently overtime, so I'll have to save for now. And come back to it on another time.
Little Goody Two Shoes.
Alright, guys. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed it. If I happen do free on Saturday. We'll probably, play some more Harvestella. And then, let's see, next weekend is the last Friday of the month, which does mean karaoke. I'm starting to wonder if maybe I should start switching out the karaoke and do, like, creepy readings or something. I don't know. Something to consider, I suppose. My karaoke streams just don't seem to be as popular as they used to be. Let's see. Rico's on. Armor of Faith. Blossom is on. Armor of Faith only has 11 people right now, so we're gonna go ahead and read her. Alright guys, if I don't see you on Saturday, then I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye!